Taco flashed off is going to start him behind the boards, the wooden boards on the site. That will take away the vision from Config, but it slows enough for the plant, and good find to aizy immediately after.
Good work so far. The bomb is down a 4-on-4. We have got a couple of players on low HP. The retake begins right now. Valde with the kit. He's got the smoke as well. It's up to Boltz to defend. He's looking towards heaven. His Taco will be watching the flanks at the same time. No frags coming in and north. Really need to start finding some kills here.
Taco knows that MSL's working, and good find. Repeat takes him down. Fur was waiting inside of the pit the whole time. Both Valde and Config walk out. He's got the lineup. It's down to reasonably low HP. Boltz and Taco left with 20 combined, but they find Cajun after...
From Valde, gets the dink, but takes damage himself. He can't quite find the frag, and he'll have to fall back at this point.
Colds. Still stuck inside of water. Turns back to see if anyone's going to be flanking them out, but it's inside of the site. They've got bigger problems. The execution never yielded any position to SK. Fallen finally gets one kill, but they've lost so much more in the process. Cold left on 16 is all that's left with him, but look at his position. He's got behind the smoke. He's actually found an immediate kill on Valde. I thought he might get aizy as well. He's put him low. Cold.
SK, and then take them down to the crossfires. At this point, the players, all they have to do is try and get one frag before they go down. And this is what Valde were trying to do, but he can't do it. It's Taco to open things up towards the B-bomb side, and all of a sudden it's a 3-on-3.
That looked like the trade was best case scenario for SK on entry, and that would leave them a man down still. That's brilliant from Taco, and Fallen's able to cover off him as he plants the bomb inside of the smoke. Cold will do the same. And the post plant will be passive. They do not need to get forward inside of the site. They arguably can't do so. Fallen knows that the flank is still a possibility, so he'll accept being smoked off to allow the AWP to look backwards, but now he's got problems because his two teammates down inside of the site. They'll check Monster quickly. It's the only other position not covered off. And now it should be confirmation that Fallen is behind, although Cajun's not convinced. They've got to keep... Okay, well, that's going to convince them. They've got to keep their eyes against it. Oh, my goodness. Fallen nearly got a free shot to MSL. He just barely got that defuse in.
They're not going to kill him. Going to commit back towards the A side. He just wants to throw the smoke towards heaven and set up Boltz here.
So Boltz to lead the charge. Bomb. Immediately down at default. Cold gets aggressive as well because he has to cover off the rotations and retake, excuse me, from north. Behind the board's not a bad position to play. We saw Fur do very well from this position, in fact, on the pistol round. Cuts off the entry so long as it's not timed well with Cajun. If he's distracted and has to look two different directions, it's tough. Shadow shows he's able to find the first kill. Boltz found one as well. Op goes back out as Cajun hit the first, but Cold is ready. At least not under the, I guess, the core of this roster, because it was Luminosity days in which he was still around. But Cajun B takes down Fur. He'll follow that up with Boltz as well. Good position control out toward the party. He's got to be careful because Cold is re-entering the picture. Walks back up from the stairs at Connector. It's Valde now over toward Monster, and they're a man down on the north side. They have to split the defense 1-1. That's
quite nice from Coldzera. Just throws a Molotov on that side of the map. Just shows a bit of presence there. It means Config, he can't fall back. He can't take a gamble. He's not really sure what's going on here. Good flashbang. Valde somehow gets a pick. If Fallen had to trade that, but with the AWP, couldn't fully commit. And now Valde, defending by himself, has got a bit of time here, but not for long. Coldzera hitting every single shot right now. Not done here, surely. But aizy, he snuck behind and gives them a lifeline.
He was the one protecting at the Connector. Protecting the position of Fallen. If they had to come out toward long, he would have traded. That way he's able to wrap around. That's why Cajun B was able to immediately peek back inside of the site. But aizy's got to be cautious now because Cold is also rotating, and he knows it. Cold's in fact not even moving. He's just sitting in Connector. That's buying time, but Cajun gets aggressive. aizy knows he has to find Cold. He's done that. Bomb is smoked off. Cajun's in battle. Down to 4 HP. He wants to try and hold it. That's going to bait Boltz out with shots on the AK as aizy gets back in the picture. They find the shot above.
He's got it.
And there is a kid. He's just barely got time. Oh, that's close. Just barely.
Yeah.
Well, tries to spell this. He may not have to look that far because Valde is shutting them down before they even get inside. Goes 1 for 1 at Monster, but it gives Config a chance. Cajun still not rotating over to go op for op with Fallen. That gives him the shot immediately from Sandbags to create space at least if they want to get the bomb in. Create space for Fur, more importantly, who gets around behind aizy. He's the one with the bomb too. He just has to backtrack, but backtrack if he dare will lead himself directly toward MSL. They've lost track of where his position is. This flank could be perfect. Spots Fur. Fur turns. Oh my goodness, he was trying to go for the trigger discipline play. It nearly cost him. He just barely gets away with it. 12 HP for MSL, but 8 for Fallen, and Cajun does have position.
Oh, pretty much done for. But it's a risk, sure, but Cajun B will stand in front of the smoke and they'll decide to drop off that boost. They've got a lot of info. No one's towards short. I can guarantee pretty much it's an A-sided play at this point.
Yep, and they're already leading off for the rotations. The first to arrive on the A side is MSL, following shortly behind is Valde. Just get behind the smoke, and aizy's got it designed so that he can play off of it. Goes wide of it, in fact, finds both Boltz and Fur. Taco gets one back, and so too does Fallen. Cajuns tagged considerably. It's onto the AK instead for Fola. Nearly gets it pulled in time, but Fola has enough vision. The smoke did not go far enough to cut him off from seeing default. And a good trade from I am a betting man.
Yeah, well, there we go. It's going to be the second half coming in. We'll have a look at the buys. We've got one smoke and a Molotov as we go towards the B bomb site. A boost comes in from Fallen and Co, but it might not matter. Taco challenges towards Monster. He'll be taken down. Courtesy of Convict then, they'll fully commit towards the B bomb site. But look at Boltz's position. It's beautiful. If he starts hitting these shots, he can completely wreck everything. But his teammates drop, and the bomb won't be planted, but still it's a 3-on-2 as Boltz levels the playing field. Coldzera, what a shot that is.
You just have to laugh. Like, everything looks like it's turned around. Yeah. Finally, they control Boltz's position. He does get back out of there eventually, but they knew where he was. They get by.
And they can still just about make it a B, but I think they go towards the A side. We've got a stack there and a forward stance from Fur, looking for one kill. He gets it, round's done. That's the bomb dropped, and Coldzera just going to be mopping them up right now. That's it, and SK looking very comfortable.
Yeah, 13-6. Toward jungle. Smartly so. It'll bounce out. In fact, cover off most of short. Doesn't cover all the way to the other side of the cross. I think there's a slight gap in it. Taco still behind the barrels, and a good timed flash will leave aizy helplessly standing in the open. Down. Config gets one back for Boltz and Taco. Immediately wrap up the round. So 14. But now that the fact that they've opened up water, they'll try and slow this down, and Boltz could be timed. Oh,
he timed it well, but
sort of the flashing return in response, because that brings the attention with the door open. He thought he had that perfect.
Well, it was absolutely lovely, but we are recovering, Norfair. It was Boltz, narrowly misses out on the kill. I think a couple of milliseconds you'd have been absolutely fine there and dodged the flash, but wasn't meant to be. Taco now holding the B-bomb site. And as we hit the 1 minute mark, this should be a North round, surely at this stage. Fallen holds the ace on his lonesome, and Taco, if he can get 1, maybe 2 kills, there'll be a chance for Fallen, but it's very slim at this C North. It's holding up, waiting for any sort of reaction plays to come through. They have no idea where Fallen is with that AWP. I think they have to take a gamble at this point. Yeah, he sees nothing towards A. He's checked long. He's checked towards middle. Let's back up his teammate. Get in heaven. That could be beneficial. If they don't smoke this area, he could actually help Taco out. Now he's fully committed to the B side. This could be an amazing call. If he can bait Taco into that little position there, buy himself some time, this could be absolutely everything.
First shot, fall away. Hits it as well. Now he can focus on the monster. Taco's going to be sitting beside, waiting for the entrances. And in fact, even if they commit to go wide toward the pipe, he was ready to config. What a shot for the fight. My God, you'd expect him to hit it. Which, in my opinion, I think it's been shown in the last few weeks that roster locks are tough. I get that in ESL you have a full season, so there's some justification to it. But for the minors especially, where they played one online qualifier 4 months before when the major's due to be played, and now we can't play on another team that's picked him up, that's a bit ridiculous to me. Well, oh, Taco, that's a pretty good spray transfer to close it out. 16.